Welcome to the season finale of Cole at Night. It's been a real uphill battle to get here, but we're here. Thanks in part to our sponsor, Inzenzate. Use code RATandGO on the Inzenzate website to save 17% at checkout. Join the Inzenzate army today so you can go pee-pee on the grave of Big Pharma while its cousin Big Tobacco gives the eulogy. Before we get into our very important guest, I would like to apologize. I've been receiving complaints about the way that I've been treating the Elephant Man and his situation. People have said it's callous and insensitive, and I can definitely see how that could have been what was perceived. So I just would like to apologize to the Elephant Man and the surviving members of the elephant family. But I am right. And to prove that I'm right, we have our final guest here with us right now. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm the actor who plays Rango in the 2011 film Rango. And I have a condition which makes me 6 inches tall and look like a chameleon.
And what is your name? I don't want to just be calling you Rango. It seems like mean.
My name is Johnny Depp, no relation.
So when it says that Rango is starring Johnny Depp, it's you, Johnny Depp.
Correct.
So that's exactly what I've been saying. That's what I said. I said that a couple episodes back and no one believed me. Actually, speaking of which, I don't want to put you on the spot or anything, but we have been having some authenticity issues. Would it just be possible for you to turn on your camera so that I can see and the audience can see that it is really you?
Oh, sure. There, it's on.
Thank you for coming on.
Of course.
Let's do a side by side just to see. Wow. That's uncanny. This really is you. It's really you.
It is.
Johnny, can you just tell us a little bit about, being born with and living with this condition that you have?
Well, I guess it would be very difficult for someone who is average size to understand what it's like being 6 inches tall. I guess to start, everything about your day-to-day life is more difficult by a manner of like 100%, and maybe even like 1,000,000%.
You've been talking a lot about height, but I just am wondering also what it's like to look like a chameleon, because you really do look like a chameleon more than a human being.
Usually the people I interact with aren't as rude to point that out in such a bold way.
Yeah, I guess it is true that you are more anthropomorphic, like you see in the movie. Like, you don't look like a chameleon, you look like a disgusting cartoonish mashup of a chameleon and a person.
I don't really think about my skin condition in my day-to-day life. I don't look in mirrors because they only bring me pain. I don't believe a photo has ever been taken of me other than for scientific research. So some might say I live in denial of my condition. I simply just choose to ignore it.
Yeah, you mentioned your skin, but also just like your eyes are like really messed up.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out.
And do you have a tail like in the movie?
I prefer not to disclose that.
Speaking of which, I just need you to say it outright. The movie Rango, filmed in live action, correct?
Of course.
And all of your co-stars also have a similar condition?
Correct.
Okay, just give me a sec. I just need to I'm right. I'm always right. No one ever believes me. I'm always right. I don't understand how this keeps happening. I really appreciate that you're here, because this is just ridiculous. I have had to deal with so many people who have just been so obnoxious because they do not believe. And it's just yeah, I'm complaining about myself. Like, your life definitely sounds like it's a complete nightmare. So I don't want to.
I know. I think it's important. I think that your feelings are also valid, and that despite being able to walk around without fear of getting stepped on and dying instantly, or being able to just go to the store and purchase objects that are made for your size.
Can you talk about your experience on the movie Rango?
The desert was very hot. I know it was a major plot point of the movie, but there actually was not a lot of water for us. Me and the other vertically challenged actors were.
Can I just say also, you've been saying vertically challenged a lot. It sounds like you've been vertically defeated.
I would say, had I truly been defeated, I would not be here talking with you right now.
I just feel like even getting to this point is a defeat in itself.
Well, if me being a guest on your show is defeat, then I couldn't even imagine what being the host would be.
Yeah, so let's just go back to what you were crying about, how there's no water.
Correct. I was explaining without very much emotion. There was not water given to us on the set. In order to bring out the true desperation that a lot of the actors show regarding their water situation, it was all very real.
Would you say that, aside from those human right violations, it was an otherwise pleasant experience?
Talking with the other vertically challenged actors.
Vertically defeated.
I think that was a very rewarding experience, just being in the general Hollywood sphere. And of course, afterwards, Rango went on to win Best Animated Feature at the Oscars, which is a very big feat.
How did it win Best Animated Feature?
I think it was a clerical error on behalf of the Academy.
Or was it just because the general public just could not believe that there are people like you who look like that?
Sometimes it is more comfortable to live in ignorance. That is
and I
true.
feel like that's what a lot of my guests have been like, because they just are completely out to get me, and they just don't appreciate that I'm the only one telling the truth.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, you're right on the money here with this being a live action movie. And yeah, glad you're showing the world.
On that note, I did get word you are returning for Rango 2. Can you tell us a little bit about how that's been?
I can't exactly disclose too much information, given I did sign a VC NDA, a vertically challenged non-disclosure agreement. What I can say is,
when they make you sign those, is it like on a post-it note instead of a big piece of paper like a normal person?
Close. It's just a smaller piece of paper that we sign.
Yeah, I guess I forgot that paper can be cut into smaller pieces.
It can.
I heard that Rango was a doomer now.
Yes. Given that that's information that is generally known by the public now, yeah. Rango has started to go down the quote-unquote doomer pipeline on TikTok. it has been a very emotional journey.
It sounds like, yeah, you can definitely relate to like being super depressed.
Yeah, I definitely do relate to just being a black pill doomer. I've found a lot of comfort being around other black pill doomers on message boards like Reddit and 4chan.
Do you have a computer with a tiny monitor and a tiny keyboard so you can type? Like those tiny AirPods you have on?
I do. I have a vertically challenged MacBook Air.
Would it be like a MacBook Air particle?
Yeah, you could say that. It's very small.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get some humor into this like chasm of depression you've got going on. Like this is like really miserable, and I'm just trying to like get so like people can laugh at stuff.
Well, if you're looking for humor, I would say look forward to Rango 2.
When is Rango 2 coming out?
I don't really have any inclination regarding that. That is up to the movie publishers.
Do you think you're gonna make it?
Every day that I wake up is a monumental achievement. That's all I'll say.
You know, if your life sucks that bad, my sponsor in Zenzate might help you.
Do they offer doses for vertically challenged people?
You know, I think that you should just take a human-sized dose from what I've been hearing about your life and how miserable you are.
Well, maybe I will.
Do you have anything you just want to say to you know, the general public or the people I've been interviewing who just do not believe you exist and are trying to make me look like a moron, even though you're obviously real in here? And do you have anything to say to those people who just don't believe?
Beholding my features is much like beholding your show and seeing the state that it's in, how it is written. It is much akin to seeing your first Chameleon Man or Elephant Man.
When you be holding a mirror, do you look at it and go, "Ew, yucky"?
Whenever I look at myself in the mirror, the creature that I see is not worthy of life. It's not worthy of comfort. It's not worthy of love. I think that if I were to look in the mirror and accept that that creature was me, I would have probably shot myself with my vertically challenged gun a while ago.
And that harrowing mental health message is a great way to wrap up Cold at Night Season 2, sponsored by Inzenze. I don't want to sunshine on your funeral, but this really is a great moment for me. Like, this is awesome that you're here and you're proving everyone wrong, and you're proving that everyone was a moron except me. It's really good to know that this whole time I've been right and everyone else has been wrong. So thank you. And I'm sorry your life sucks. I'll send you some pills.
I'm happy you think that way. Thank you for having me on, Cole.
Yeah, just you know, don't do anything drastic, because you know we all want to see Rango 3. You know what I mean?
Goodbye, Cole.
Yeah, all right. Well, everyone, that was Cold at Night Season 2. You know, you can't keep a good man down. I'll be back. Bye.